Good morning to everyone. Jambo karibu to the Kenyans. Let me say a few comments on the statement made by one of MPs of Kenya. And he was responding to General Yasser, the Assistant Commander-in-Chief of the Sudanese National Army. Despite the language he used, he was using very poor language, and I'm very sorry that he was introducing himself as a member of parliament. It will show the crisis and the disasters that going on in your cabinet. An MP cannot speak like this. You better to use a language that will. You are not representing yourself. You are representing your constituency. You are representing your parliament. You are representing your country. And you know this message. It went beyond your country. People, they will see that the way that the MPs, they are speaking in Kenya, you are insulting yourself by that language. Just as a brother, I'm telling you that. Please don't use this language. For the statement, for the political statement of General Yasser, he was responding simply to your president when he was trying to intervene, like the way you guys you intervened before in one of the countries in Africa. Everybody knows this. Sudan is different than any other country. You cannot bring ISAF in Sudan. Nobody will accept that. You are not confronting General Yasser al-Attah. You are confronting all the Sudanese, all the national army of Sudan. Nobody will accept intervention, military intervention in his own country. You cannot accept it for your country also. Even you don't accept other diplomatic intervention. Better give us a space that we will not accept a military intervention. And even we saw in the statement that one of the president he was talking about no-fly zone, the demilitarizing zone, what, all these things. This is an internal conflict in Sudan. Sudanese, they can handle it. If you want to intervene or mediate, you should be accepted by the both parties. This is a simple rule of mediation. You should be accepted by the both parties. You should be impartial. You should be neutral. But we think that your president is not neutral. He's loyal to the rebel commander. There is nothing to hide. You ask him how he came to Sudan, the last visit to Sudan, the way he entered Sudan, how? Ask him. He can tell you. What is the business between him and the rebel commander? Better not to go deep, because Sudan, the Sudanese, they respect the Kenyan. I respect Kenya. I have been in Kenya. I have been in South B. I was staying there. And still there is Sudanese there in Kenya. We don't need to pollute the atmosphere between the Sudanese and the Kenyan. The pollution is not good. And you cannot give us lessons in how to handle the crisis in our country. You better give this lesson to yourself and to your executive bodies. You know, as you're an MP, you give it to your executive organ of your country. You know what is going on in Kenya, the way you are dealing with the people. You know the demand of the people in Kenya. And you know how many you killed, how many you arrested, the peaceful protesters. We know all these things. But you leave these things aside and you give us lessons in Sudan. This is very unfortunate. It is your own or your internal issue, yes, and it is our internal issue. If you want to mediate for us, if we ask to be mediators of Kenyan issues, we will come to you and we will come to that Muse, Raila Odinga. But we are not introducing ourselves as mediators. We think that it is your internal issue. You better handle it, and you know how to handle it, and you are capable to handle it. For us, we don't reject the mediation, but when the mediator is impartial, will not accept him. I think your table is full of agenda, internal issues. You better handle it. Issues related to the life of the people, food of the people, the social welfare of the people, the taxes, and all these things. You handle it there. It is simple. You can backtrack from the policies that you are going to introduce, which is rejected by the white people. Sit with them, discuss with them. If you want to impose it, you are creating crisis to yourself. Thank you. And long live Africa, long live East Africa, long live Horn of Africa. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.